guys, thanks for tuning in again. What a day we are having in the stock market. Market was down this morning and I was literally sweating. Year to date, I'm up 1.7%. By the beginning of this day, I was down 0.5% for the year. And this is crazy. My current stock portfolio value is $156,000. I was sitting on the sidelines with some cash, $43,000, which some of that I've deployed. So I've deployed $30,000 in selling cash secured put on SOXL with $15 strike price for this week. So it is expiring in next 4 days, and I collected $640. So 32 cents per share for 2,000 shares. So it's amazing that I was able to get that much. I'm already up 68 or 69% of what the contract value is for all these 20 contracts. But I'm not gonna close this because it's still over 200 is still locked up in this, and I'm very positive that SOXL will not drop to $15 per share within at least within this week. So I'm positive with that. I'm really excited and hopeful for good times in the market. What I did is I always tried and advocated for having cash sitting on the sidelines, and I'm not gonna say that I'm an expert doing that. I got bit of lucky. I consider myself lucky there that I was able to sell cash secured puts in last week, and I was able to generate some cash. But if it was for today, just one more day, if I was holding those contracts, I would have been under the water now. But this is good. And then another thing that I did is I sold a covered call. So I was assigned 100 shares of SOXL yesterday. Yesterday meaning the last business day on Friday. And I had 100 shares at $30 per share, and I'm selling a covered call at $34 per share. So I'll be making $400 here, and I had $100 as a premium as well. So I would have made $500 if the strike price goes above $34, which is I'm not sure if that's gonna happen this week. But with this volatility in the market, you never know. Current stock price of SOXL is $28, roughly around 28 20 cents. But I will be willing to sell all my 100 shares at $34, which I'm okay with, and collect that much premium. So $100 in premium and $400 in here, as my cost was $30. I'm selling for $34. So this is good. $500 with just one contract, and then I've just collected $640 in premium from these 20 contracts that I opened today in early in the morning with 32 cents per share. So one more thing that I've started doing is I've created this premium sheets, basically selling calls and puts premium. I'm gonna track those and see my performance, and what the net balance you see here would reflect my gains or losses for that specific month I have for June, July, and now August. I'll be sharing this with you guys as well. Mostly I sell 1 week covered calls and cash secured put options. But for QQQ, as you see here, I see daily options. And what I do is I go 99% or 98% out of the money. So current value of QQQ was hovering around $438, and I sold the covered call at $454 for the end of the day, meaning I am saying that I'm willing to sell my 100 shares at $454 per share, and for that I collected 3 cents per share, meaning $3 for 100 shares. So what I did with this $3, I reinvested that $3 in QQQ, buying more shares of QQQ. But this, I told you guys the other day that if you do the same thing, and if this option contract doesn't get exercised, you'll be making over $1,000 every year, which is at current stock price, which is more than 2 shares. So that's what the plan is, and hopefully this net balance will grow with time. And what I'm doing with this net balance, I'm investing. So the total that I collected today, selling these two options contracts. So one contract here for $100 and 20 contracts here for $640. This $740 that I collected, I invested back in SPY. So if you look at my portfolio, I'm also trying to make my S&P 500 position really strong. I want to hold at least 100 shares very soon. And with this volatility, I don't want to buy all at once. So I want to buy shares for SPY, but I want to daily cost average. So I have a recurring investment of $110 every single day. But I'm also investing all the premium that I'm collecting by selling cash secured puts and covered calls here, and investing those cash amounts right into buying SPY. So if you see here, I just bought zero point 0.6 shares of SPY today. So that's something that I'm looking forward to, along with the $110 daily recurring investment that I'm making. So that's what the plan is. This is how my portfolio currently looks like. Really excited to share this with you. But this also gives me a lesson. The lesson that I've learned here is I need to be a little conservative with my cash secured puts and covered call options contracts. Although I'm selling all 20 contracts, but if you see here, I still have a buying power of over $16,500, which I will not be deploying this week because there's so much volatility going on. So I've deployed $30,000 here, and I've sold a couple of covered calls here, one for SOXL and one for QQQ. So with the rest of the money sitting in the bank or sitting in the Robinhood portfolio, I'm gonna keep it in cash, and hopefully we'll get this 30,000 back soon as well. So then my weekly sum or buying power at the end of the week would still be around $46,000. I want to keep 1/3 of my investments in cash so I can generate passive income or passive earnings with this kind of money, selling cash secured puts and covered calls. So that's about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys will like this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself and people around you. Goodbye.